Every person is born with a purpose that is unique to them, a calling that no one else can fulfill. It is easy in life to feel lost, to question whether the struggles, the setbacks, and the moments of doubt have any meaning at all. But the truth is that every experience, whether joyful or painful, is carefully placed to guide you toward the plan that is meant for you. You are not a random occurrence in this vast world. The challenges you face are not punishments or coincidences. They are tools shaping your heart, mind, and spirit for what is to come. Recognizing this calling requires patience and awareness, a willingness to listen to the quiet voice within that reminds you that you are destined for more than simply existing. Your life carries weight, and every decision you make has significance. The chosen one is not defined by labels or by the expectations of others, but by an internal understanding that there is a higher purpose awaiting fulfillment. To embrace this calling, one must first look inward with honesty and courage. It is easy to be distracted by the noise of the world, by comparisons and fleeting desires that pull you off course. But your true purpose cannot be found outside yourself. It is discovered through reflection, prayer, and a commitment to personal growth. There will be moments when the path seems unclear, when doubt whispers that your efforts are in vain. Yet these are the moments that define the chosen one, for it is through uncertainty that faith is strengthened. Believing in a purpose greater than yourself empowers you to rise above fear, to continue moving forward even when the outcome is not visible. It is this faith that transforms ordinary lives into extraordinary testimonies of perseverance, courage, and impact. Living with awareness of your divine purpose means seeing your life as part of a larger tapestry, woven with intention and care. Every interaction, every challenge, and every opportunity carries the potential to advance you closer to your calling. You begin to notice patterns and connections that reveal a guiding hand, a design that moves beyond the randomness of circumstance. When you operate from this perspective, your choices gain clarity, your actions gain strength, and your vision for the future becomes grounded in meaning. You start to understand that being chosen is not about privilege or ease. It is about responsibility. It is about stepping into your life fully, embracing both the burdens and the blessings that come with the knowledge that you are uniquely positioned to make a difference. Recognize your calling, honor it, and let it be the force that drives every step you take, for the world is waiting for the contribution that only you can provide. Fear and doubt are natural companions on any meaningful journey, but they are not indicators of weakness. They are tests of faith and perseverance. Every person who is called to greatness will encounter moments when uncertainty threatens to paralyze progress. It is in these moments that the heart of the chosen one is revealed, for courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. Fear whispers that you are not enough, that the obstacles are insurmountable, and that your dreams are too lofty. Doubt attempts to convince you that your efforts will be futile, that the calling placed upon your life is beyond your ability to fulfill. Yet these internal battles are opportunities to strengthen resolve, to anchor your spirit in the knowledge that you are guided by a higher purpose. The chosen one does not allow fear to dictate decisions or doubt to cloud judgment. Instead, each challenge becomes a stepping stone toward greater faith and clarity. Recognizing fear and doubt for what they truly are, as instruments designed to teach endurance, allows you to transform moments of uncertainty into platforms of growth and empowerment. The path of the chosen one is rarely smooth or predictable. Life presents trials that seem unfair, challenges that appear insurmountable, and setbacks that can shake confidence. However, these moments are not signs of failure. They are invitations to deepen faith and trust in the divine plan. Overcoming fear requires intentionality, the practice of focusing on purpose rather than problem, and trusting that every circumstance, no matter how difficult, has been placed for preparation. Doubt must be met with clarity of vision, reminding oneself of past victories, lessons learned, and the inherent strength that resides within. Courage grows through consistent action, through the repeated choice to move forward when hesitation tempts retreat. The chosen one understands that the greatest victories are often preceded by the darkest moments, and that resilience is built not in ease, but in the discipline of confronting fear and rejecting the paralyzing power of doubt. Faith becomes the weapon against fear, and trust becomes the shield against doubt. By remaining steadfast in belief and persistent in effort, the chosen one rises above the limitations imposed by anxiety and uncertainty. Each step taken in courage, however small, reinforces the understanding that destiny is not surrendered to circumstance, but shaped by commitment and trust in divine guidance. Fear may knock, doubt may whisper, yet the chosen one stands firm, anchored in the truth that no obstacle is greater than the calling entrusted to the soul. Embracing this mindset transforms every moment of hesitation into an opportunity to act, every doubt into a lesson in resilience, and every fear into proof that you are being prepared for a purpose greater than yourself. Through this process, the chosen one moves forward not by avoidance, but by the deliberate choice to face the unknown with unwavering faith and determined courage, knowing that the journey itself is the refining of character and the unfolding of destiny. True inner strength is not measured by the absence of struggle, but by the ability to rise each time life knocks you down. The chosen one understands that resilience is not an inherited trait, but a cultivated discipline, developed through persistence, faith, and the willingness to endure hardship with grace. Challenges are inevitable, yet they are also transformative, shaping character, deepening wisdom, and preparing the soul for responsibilities that lie ahead. Every trial, no matter how overwhelming it appears in the moment, carries a lesson designed to strengthen resolve and refine purpose. The chosen one does not allow circumstances to dictate self-worth or potential. Instead, adversity becomes a catalyst for growth. Inner strength is nurtured when one acknowledges fear and fatigue, yet refuses to be ruled by them. It is in the quiet moments of perseverance, when the world is unaware of the battles being fought, that true resilience emerges, forming the foundation upon which destiny is built. Resilience is also a matter of perspective. The chosen one learns to view difficulties not as obstacles to avoid, but as opportunities to develop patience, wisdom, and clarity of purpose. Life will present setbacks that seem unfair, mistakes that feel irreparable, and losses that threaten hope. Yet it is precisely in these moments that the strength of the spirit is tested and revealed. The ability to recover, to continue moving forward despite disappointment, is what separates those who fulfill their calling from those who surrender to circumstance. Each challenge overcome, each trial endured, serves as proof that strength is not passive but active, not accidental but intentional. The chosen one embraces responsibility for their own growth, understanding that resilience is built through consistent effort, reflection, and the decision to trust that every experience is a step in the larger plan of life. Faith is the source of the chosen one's enduring strength. Trusting in a higher purpose and maintaining hope in times of uncertainty fortifies the spirit and sustains the will to continue. Resilience does not mean never feeling pain or doubt. It means acknowledging these feelings, learning from them, and using them as fuel to persevere. Inner strength grows when one rises above self-limiting thoughts, external discouragement, and the temptation to abandon the journey. It is expressed in the courage to take difficult steps, to make hard choices, and to face life's storms with steadfast determination. The chosen one understands that true strength is not for personal glory, but for the fulfillment of a greater purpose, for the ability to influence, inspire, and lead others by example. By cultivating resilience, embracing challenges, and trusting in divine guidance, the chosen one transforms every hardship into a lesson, every setback into a stepping stone, and every struggle into an opportunity to fulfill the destiny that was always meant to be realized. To see beyond the ordinary is to embrace a perspective that few possess. The chosen one is not satisfied with mediocrity or with the comfort of familiarity. Instead, they look for meaning in the unseen, purpose in the overlooked, and opportunity in what others may consider ordinary or mundane. Vision is the lens through which destiny is recognized, the ability to perceive a greater calling even when it is not immediately apparent. It allows the chosen one to rise above distractions, to see paths where others see obstacles, and to act with intention even when circumstances are uncertain. By cultivating this clarity, every decision becomes purposeful, every effort aligned with a higher plan, and every moment infused with significance. Vision beyond the ordinary is not a gift of chance, but a discipline of awareness, cultivated through reflection, prayer, and a willingness to trust in the unseen. It demands courage, because seeing beyond what is familiar requires leaving comfort behind and stepping into spaces that are unfamiliar, challenging, and even intimidating. Those who possess vision beyond the ordinary understand that the world often measures success in shallow terms: wealth, popularity, recognition. But the chosen one looks deeper. True vision considers impact, legacy, and the fulfillment of a purpose greater than self. It sees potential where others see limitation, hope where others see despair, and possibilities where others see impossibility. Developing such vision requires patience, for clarity is rarely immediate and understanding comes gradually. It demands resilience, for challenges will test commitment and obstacles will attempt to divert focus. Yet the chosen one remains steadfast, knowing that ordinary thinking produces ordinary results, and only by daring to look beyond can extraordinary purpose be realized. Faith plays a central role in this perspective, for what is not yet visible to the eye is understood by the heart that trusts in a greater plan. Vision without faith falters, but vision grounded in belief becomes a guiding light, illuminating the path forward, even in the midst of uncertainty. Living with vision beyond the ordinary transforms every action, choice, and interaction into a deliberate step toward fulfilling one's calling. The chosen one does not drift aimlessly through life, reacting to circumstance, but moves with intentionality, guided by insight, intuition, and divine guidance. Every challenge is seen as an opportunity for growth, every setback as a lesson in discernment, and every success as a step toward a higher purpose. This perspective cultivates not only personal fulfillment, but the ability to inspire others. For when one walks confidently with vision, others are drawn to the clarity, conviction, and hope it radiates. To embrace vision beyond the ordinary is to commit to seeing life through the eyes of purpose, to recognize the sacred in the everyday, and to act with courage and conviction, trusting that each choice aligns with the unique plan that was always intended. The chosen one rises above the ordinary not by chance, but by consistently looking beyond what is seen, daring to believe, and courageously pursuing the extraordinary path that awaits. Faith in timing and process is a cornerstone of the chosen one's journey. Life often moves at a pace that feels slow or uncertain, and it is easy to grow impatient when outcomes do not align with expectations. Yet the chosen one understands that everything has its appointed time, and no effort is wasted in the unfolding of a greater plan. Every trial, every moment of waiting, and every unseen step contributes to preparation, shaping character, refining wisdom, and strengthening resilience. The journey itself is as important as the destination, for it teaches lessons that success alone cannot provide. Patience is not passive resignation, but an active trust in the process, a recognition that even delays carry purpose. When the chosen one maintains faith in divine timing, they are empowered to endure setbacks without despair, to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, and to approach each stage of life with hope and intentionality. Understanding timing allows the chosen one to act decisively when the moment is right, rather than reacting impulsively or prematurely, ensuring that every action aligns with destiny. Trusting the process also means embracing uncertainty without losing confidence. The path of the chosen one is rarely clear from the beginning, and outcomes may remain hidden until the right moment. Yet in every step there is instruction, refinement, and preparation for the tasks that lie ahead. Faith transforms waiting from a period of doubt into a season of growth, allowing the chosen one to develop skills, strengthen character, and cultivate clarity of purpose. Impatience can lead to mistakes, hasty decisions, or missed opportunities, while faith in timing fosters discernment and peace of mind. By committing to the process, the chosen one honors the rhythm of life, recognizing that what is meant for them cannot be stolen, and what arrives too early may be unready to sustain them. Each stage, no matter how challenging or slow, contributes to readiness for the higher calling that awaits, and every delay is a hidden blessing, a chance to strengthen the foundation upon which greater achievements will rest. Living with faith in timing and process transforms perspective and cultivates resilience. The chosen one sees setbacks not as failures, but as necessary steps in a larger plan, understanding that preparation is often invisible until the moment of revelation. By surrendering control over timing, they release anxiety, comparison, and frustration, replacing them with trust, hope, and perseverance. Each experience becomes meaningful, each challenge an opportunity to grow, and each season a preparation for the manifestation of destiny. Faith in timing ensures that actions are deliberate, decisions are wise, and patience is fruitful. It teaches that life is not a series of coincidences, but a carefully orchestrated journey where every moment matters. The chosen one walks confidently through uncertainty, embracing the unseen hand guiding each step, trusting that the process is perfect, the timing is divine, and every experience, whether joyous or difficult, is shaping them for the fulfillment of a purpose that is eternal and unshakable. True leadership is not about authority, recognition, or power. It is about influence rooted in integrity, humility, and service. The chosen one understands that being selected for a higher purpose carries responsibility, not privilege, and that every action, word, and choice impacts those around them. Influence is earned through authenticity, consistency, and the courage to live according to principles rather than convenience. Leadership is demonstrated when one rises above self-interest to inspire, uplift, and guide others toward realizing their own potential. The chosen one leads not for personal acclaim, but to illuminate a path for others, showing that a life of purpose is attainable, and that faith, perseverance, and dedication can overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Every interaction, whether with family, colleagues, or strangers, becomes an opportunity to model character, integrity, and courage, cultivating an environment where others are encouraged to grow, contribute, and step into their own calling. The essence of leadership lies in service. The chosen one recognizes that influence is not about commanding attention, but about empowering others. By listening with empathy, acting with compassion, and making decisions that honor the greater good, leadership becomes a reflection of divine purpose. Challenges often accompany leadership, including criticism, misunderstanding, and resistance from those who do not yet see the vision. Yet, the chosen one persists, guided by faith and a commitment to lead by example. True leaders inspire through action, not words alone, demonstrating the value of patience, perseverance, and steadfastness in pursuit of meaningful goals. Leadership is not static. It is a continuous practice of reflection, adjustment, and growth, demanding humility to acknowledge mistakes, courage to correct them, and wisdom to guide others while remaining anchored in one's own calling. Influence, when rooted in integrity and faith, extends beyond immediate circles and leaves a lasting impact. The chosen one understands that leadership is not about fleeting recognition, but about creating transformation that endures. Every decision, every demonstration of courage, every act of service contributes to a legacy that inspires others to rise, persevere, and embrace their own purpose. By walking with intentionality and leading with conviction, The chosen one transforms challenges into opportunities to teach, setbacks into lessons of resilience, and successes into examples of what faith and dedication can accomplish. Leadership, in this sense, is not a position, but a way of life, a consistent expression of purpose, character, and influence. The chosen one becomes a beacon, illuminating the path for others while fulfilling their own calling, proving that true leadership is measured not by titles or applause, but by the lives uplifted and the inspiration imparted to those who follow. Every individual carries beliefs that shape their perception of the world and their own potential. Some of these beliefs empower, while others quietly restrict growth and limit possibility. The chosen one recognizes that many barriers are not external, but internal, constructed from fear, doubt, past failures, or the expectations of others. Breaking limiting beliefs is a conscious decision to reject self-imposed boundaries and step boldly into the life one was called to live. It requires courage to question long-held assumptions, humility to recognize areas where thinking has been constrained, and faith to trust in a greater purpose. The journey toward breaking these limits is not instantaneous, nor is it always comfortable. It involves reflection, prayer, and consistent action that challenges old patterns. By identifying what has held them back and confronting it directly, the chosen one transforms perceived weaknesses into strengths and obstacles into opportunities, proving that the boundaries of the mind are meant to be overcome through purpose, perseverance, and faith. Limiting beliefs often masquerade as truth, convincing the mind that certain achievements are impossible or certain dreams unattainable. The chosen one refuses to accept these false narratives. Instead, they cultivate awareness, asking difficult questions about the validity of the thoughts that govern decisions and actions. By replacing fear-based thinking with faith-based thinking, they expand the horizon of what is possible. Every challenge faced becomes a test not only of endurance, but also of mental and spiritual freedom. The chosen one understands that the mind is a powerful tool, and that liberation from limiting beliefs requires conscious effort to think differently, to act courageously, and to embrace the vision that aligns with divine purpose. Each small victory over doubt or fear builds momentum, creating a cycle of empowerment that propels the chosen one forward toward the fulfillment of their destiny, unrestrained by the false confines of the past. Breaking limiting beliefs also carries the responsibility to influence others by example. When the chosen one rises above restrictions, others are inspired to examine their own limitations and consider what is possible when faith and action align. Transformation begins within, but its impact is felt outwardly as courage, determination, and conviction radiate to those around. By rejecting conformity to fear and mediocrity, the chosen one demonstrates that growth and purpose are accessible to all who are willing to confront their own barriers. Limiting beliefs, once confronted and overcome, lose their power, and the mind becomes a tool for creativity, discernment, and bold action. The chosen one moves forward with clarity, confidence, and courage, fully aware that breaking these invisible chains is essential not only to personal success, but also to fulfilling a purpose that was divinely intended and eternally meaningful.